Have you ever pushed yourself up from a chair and suddenly realized you needed both hands? Or woken up one morning and felt your legs once light and steady grow unexpectedly heavy, as if someone quietly slipped a few stones into each step you take? Most of us don't talk about moments like these. No one wants to admit that the body is changing, yet one peaceful day, we notice ourselves walking slower, taking longer to climb the stairs, and sometimes, feeling as if the strength inside us is quietly slipping away. Though subtler, the body's gentle reminder of something very real: muscle loss after 60. What I often jokingly call to my patients the grams of strength that quietly disappear. It doesn't arrive with alarms. It gives no warning. It happens year by year, month by month, shaped by our daily habits and rushed dinners. And then, one afternoon, you find yourself more tired after carrying grocery bags, or hesitating before stepping down the porch stairs. But what has occupied my mind over the past years isn't the fact that we lose muscle. What matters more is how we respond to it. In the West, people are often told to boost protein, add powders, eat more lean meat, and load up on foods that feel strong. But for older adults, the digestive system is not always capable of handling heavy meals anymore. The body doesn't absorb nutrients the way it did at 30, and the foods we believe are good for muscle can easily become a burden for an aging stomach. Meanwhile, halfway across the globe in Japan, people in their 70s and 80s still walk to the market, still cook their meals, still climb the narrow wooden stairs of old houses. They don't rely on gyms. They don't depend on expensive supplements. Their resilience comes from something much quieter: small, humble dishes placed modestly on the side of the table, warm, soft, easy to digest salads rich in plant-based protein and essential minerals. Today, I'd like to invite you into that world, a world where strength doesn't have to be loud or complicated. A world where health is rebuilt through small, steady, thoughtful choices. In this video, we'll talk about muscle loss, the Japanese philosophy of nourishment, and 5 simple salads that can quietly become your companions after age 60. There are no miracle promises here, only the gentle truth that sometimes what keeps us standing comes from the quietest foods on the plate. And who knows, by changing just one small bowl at dinner tonight, you may begin reclaiming the strength that once slipped away. When people think about staying strong after 60, they often imagine strength training, gym sessions, weights, and cable machines. But the human body doesn't fall apart in one day, and it doesn't rebuild itself with one intense workout. Strength, at this age, is more like a softly burning candle. It needs warmth, not a harsh wind. And after years of working with older adults, I've come to realize the meal is where strength begins its return. The issue: muscle loss after 60, a silent shift. If you're watching this video, maybe you've felt yourself becoming just a little less than the you of a few years ago. You climb stairs and need to pause halfway. You carry groceries and notice your arms don't feel as steady. You step off a curb and feel your legs tremble just slightly, but enough to make you notice. This is what we call sarcopenia-related muscle loss. It sounds technical, but really, it's simply the story of time. Our ability to synthesize protein declines, hormones shift, digestion weakens, and the muscles that have faithfully carried us for decades become slower, smaller, less responsive. The problem isn't just aesthetic or superficial strength. Muscle loss is a loss of independence. Many older adults in the US fear falling more than anything else. A single fall can change a life: broken bones, hospital stays, fear, and, for many, the inability to ever fully return to the way they once moved. What makes sarcopenia complicated is that it doesn't announce itself. There's no alarm, no flashing warning sign, only the quiet thought: I'm not quite who I used to be. But because it's silent, we can fight it with things that are silent too. And that brings us to Japan. How the Japanese fight muscle loss. A secret hidden in simple little bowls. If you've ever been to Japan or even just watched a few cultural programs about it too, might have noticed something striking. Older adults there walk with a steadiness, a quiet confidence. In the markets of Tokyo or Kyoto, it's common to see people in their 70s or 80s riding a bicycle to pick up fresh vegetables, standing at their shop counters all day, or preparing meals with hands that still move as gracefully as they did decades ago. They don't go to the gym. They don't drink protein shakes. They don't eat massive steaks to fuel their muscles. Instead, they follow a simple philosophy: eat in a way the body can truly absorb. In Japan, a meal isn't a battle between too little and too much. Protein isn't treated like a target that must be hit. It's seen as a companion, helpful, yes, but only if the body can welcome it gently. And that's why the Japanese prioritize warm or lightly chilled dishes, avoiding harsh cold foods, soft textures that don't strain the digestive system, small portions that are easy for the body to process, mineral-rich ingredients, because minerals are the true keys to muscle function, fermented foods that support a healthy gut and better nutrient absorption. Many people think protein comes only from meat, but the Japanese understand something important. Protein only helps you if your body can absorb it, and for older adults, plant-based protein, especially from soy, is far easier to digest than a large cut of meat. They also use seaweed, a food that still feels unfamiliar to many in the West. Yet seaweed is packed with calcium, magnesium, iron, and iodine nutrients that support muscle contraction, nerve signaling, and hormonal balance. I still remember meeting an 82-year-old woman in Okinawa who rode her bicycle to the morning market every single day. She told me something I've never forgotten. My body doesn't need much. It just needs me to care for it, gently, every day. And that spirit is exactly what lives inside the Japanese salads I'm about to share with you. 5 Japanese salads that help maintain muscle after 60. These dishes aren't complicated. They don't require expensive ingredients or special techniques. They are humble staples that have existed for hundreds of years, kept alive in simple home kitchens across Japan, quietly supporting the health of older generations. What makes them special is simple. They're easy on the stomach but rich in nourishment. 1. Daikon and wakame. A union of earth and daikon isn't sharp or harsh like some Western radishes. It's gentler, softer, cooling. In this salad, thin strips of daikon are lightly soaked, then mixed with soft wakame seaweed. Daikon provides natural enzymes that help break down proteins. Wakame offers calcium, magnesium, iodine, and anti-inflammatory fucoidan. When digestion improves, nutrient absorption improves, something adults over 60 need more than ever. This dish is light and refreshing, almost like a fresh spring water stream flowing through an aging digestive system. 2. Tofu, cucumber, shiso. The cool breeze of a summer noon. Tofu is a food I deeply respect the Japanese for. They turn something as simple as soybeans into a complete protein containing all 9 essential amino acids. Cucumber rich in water and fiber, and the body stays hydrated and less prone to water retention. Then there's shiso, a fragrant herb with a hint of mint and spice. It contains rosmarinic acid, a natural anti-inflammatory that helps the body recover after meals. This salad feels like a soft breeze. It doesn't just nourish the muscles, it soothes the tension of an aging body. 3. Gourmet sesame. Warmth wrapped around spinach, lightly blanched, mixed with freshly ground sesame seeds, becomes a dish that is nutty, fragrant, and quietly powerful. Magnesium helps muscles contract and relax. Vitamin K supports bones. Iron helps deliver oxygen. Calcium and zinc from sesame seeds help maintain muscle firmness. Gourmet proves that strength often comes from the smallest, simplest things. 4. Hijiki and soybeans. Dark in color, rich in strength. Hijiki, with its deep brown-black strands, may look unfamiliar to Western eyes, but nutritionally, it's a mineral treasure. When simmered with soybeans, it becomes a muscle medicine of sorts. Complete protein from soy, iron and calcium from hijiki, soluble fiber that strengthens digestion. The Japanese eat this weekly, not as a miracle food, but as something ordinary and dependable, like watering a plant a little each day, instead of flooding it once in a while. 5. Sunamono, a gentle acidity that helps the body absorb more. Ice vinegar is one of Japan's quiet culinary accomplishments. Combined with cucumber, wakame, and a touch of ginger, it creates a salad that's refreshing and subtly bright. What many people don't know is that vinegar helps the body absorb amino acids more effectively, which is crucial for older adults. Sunamono doesn't shout, it simply prepares the body, making it easier for nutrients to enter and do their work. 4. The core message: strength isn't something grand. If there is one thing I want you to take with you after this video, it is this: maintaining muscle isn't a battle, it's an act of care. None of us can go back to being 30, but we can become stronger, more grounded versions of ourselves at 60 or 70. Far stronger than what society usually imagines, and that strength doesn't come from the gym. It doesn't come from supplements. It doesn't come from pushing yourself beyond your limits. It comes from the small things, the gentle routines, the simple bowls of soft, nourishing salads that treat the body with kindness. The Japanese don't live long because of some magical secret. They simply eat in a way that allows their bodies to absorb nutrients efficiently, and you can do that too. Just one small salad a day, one simple change, one quiet reminder to yourself: my strength is still here. I just need to nourish it. As we look back on the journey we've taken together, from understanding muscle loss after 6 to discovering how the Japanese sustain their strength through humble dishes, I'd like you to pause for a moment and really feel your body. This body has carried you through storms and sunshine, through responsibilities, joys, and the private sorrows only you know. And now, as age begins to speak in a slower rhythm, it's simply telling you that it is time to be gentler with yourself. The Japanese salads we explored today, from cooling mineral-rich seaweed, tender tofu, to the fragrant sesame of gourmet, they are not miracles, but they are invitations. Invitations to return to a rhythm that is steady, calm, and balanced, exactly what a 60 or 70-year-old body needs more than ever. Every meal becomes an opportunity to awaken the strength that has been quietly resting in your muscles. your joints, your breath. You may have grown used to the idea that aging means accepting weakness. But the elders of Japan, walking briskly through village paths, carrying baskets of vegetables, or climbing narrow wooden stairs, show us another possibility, that aging can still be steady, flexible, and full of vitality when we treat each meal with intention. Today, you don't need to change everything. Just one small bowl, one better choice, one action you repeat tomorrow. Because strength does not come from sudden effort, it comes from steady care. The kind the Japanese have practiced for generations. And if you've made it to the end of this video, I want to leave you with this message. Your body still knows how to recover. It can be strong again at any age. You just need to begin. Gently, patiently, and with a little kindness for yourself. I'll see you in the next story. May you eat well, live softly, and hold on to that quiet, steady strength that is uniquely yours.